Hey, fellow truck owners. This is Kelly Pruse. I'm Kelly Pruse with Sweet Bay Shave Ice. I am reaching out to you today in regards to the food truck passport that you've heard us talk about on Facebook. I apologize for it taking so long to get you the information. However, it hasn't been the easiest project to put together. There are a lot of details and financials that we've had to figure out and determine. We think we finally figured it out. Originally, we were going to use the full size, pretty much the exact feel and experience as a regular passport. The passport would be used for visiting different locations, and then inside the book, you get stamps for going to different locations. Well, the concept's still the same with the food truck passport. We haven't changed the concept, but we've just simplified for this year, and we've decided to go with just a little bit smaller version. And perhaps if it's successful this year, then we'll go ahead and do the real deal next year, meaning the look and feel of a real travel passport. So rather than this one that you see here, we are going to be using this approach, this size. Now, it's going to be different because it's only going to be a 2-pager. The front will have the food truck passport brand that you see right here. Okay, so that is the food truck passport brand. And on the front, we'll have our title advertiser, which is going to be Uplink Spider, because they have already donated their time and energy to designing the food truck passport look and feel, the brand. Now inside, we're going to have 25 food carts. So if you can see here, this is the Pinot Bingo, which is the wine passport, essentially. A lot more information displayed. Ours will not be able to display that much information because we're going to go for 25 food trucks. So each food truck below the logo, let's use this one for example, we are going to want one way for our patrons to find your food truck. All of us are mobile. We're in different locations at different times. We won't have enough room to put all your social media, your website, and all of that stuff. So just one efficient, consistent way for the people that are using the passport to find you. The passport is going to be launched June 17th at the Food Truck Festival, for the fundraiser for the Eugene mission. That the passport will be valid from June 17th to September 15th. That'll give folks a few months to accomplish as much as they can out of the passport. Okay, so now what does it cost you as the food truck owner to get into the passport? Here's the participation fee. $200 is going to assure you a spot in the passport, your logo, and one way to find your locations on a daily basis. $10 will be for the custom stamp because we want to make sure that somebody can't go to the store and duplicate our stamp for obvious reasons. We don't want folks stamping each other's passports, etc. We want it to be something that somebody cannot duplicate easily. So each food truck will get one stamp in their cart, a custom stamp. And we know for sure that the stamp will not be less than $10. It's going to be really tough for us to get custom stamps that are sturdy and that'll stand the test of time for 4 months for you and your cart. So we're hoping that we budgeted well for that. And then we're asking each participating food truck to also pitch in a $25 gift certificate for your food cart. And that's going to go towards the grand prize. So at the end, those that have completed 50% of the passport will be entered into a grand prize drawing. At this point, we're considering the passport to be full at 50%, which is roughly 13 visits. Now, why did we do it that way? Well, we've only got 3 months to do this, to complete this passport. That'd be, I think, fairly tough for folks to go to 25 different locations. I'm sure some people will do it, but we wanted to make it possible and realistic for people to feel like they actually had a chance at winning. And to be quite honest, some people just aren't going to be interested in shave ice. I don't want to feel people feeling pressured that they have to visit my cart in order to complete the passport. So, and somebody else made a good point that there may be vegetarians out there. And vegetarians, I'm sure there's some choices on everyone's menu that would satisfy a vegetarian diet. The other thing we're going to do is in the instructions in the passport book, we're going to specify that the dollar amount per visit needs to be at least $5. So in other words, somebody can't come to your cart and just buy a soda and get a stamp. Now keep in mind that we're launching this at the Food Truck Fest, and our goal is to have 15,000 people get a free passport. Yes, all of the visitors to the Food Truck Fest are going to get a free passport. They won't be paying for it. How cool is that? We get to pay $235 to specifically talk to and target our market, our demographics. We know that everybody that gets the Food Truck Passport likes food trucks. Why do we know that? They're going to a Food Truck Fest. It's pretty darn genius, actually. We think it's going to be really great. I think it's going to be tremendously helpful for Sweet Bay. Keep in mind, this is a first come, first serve. The first 25 carts to get their payments in, and the payments have also got to clear. So if you send a check, we're going to make sure that payment clears. You get your spot in the passport. Okay, first come, first serve. You're going to be making your checks payable to Kelly Seeley. That's not me. My name is Kelly Pruse, not Kelly Seeley. So you'll be making those payments to her, and you can send those to the address that's listed here. And that's actually, she works for Help You Sell. She's a realtor with Help You Sell. So she's going to be receiving those checks at her place of work. There may be some other payment options available, but we'll address that on an as-needs basis. Once again, there'll be 25 spots, and it's a first come, first serve, and the drop dead date to get your payments in, to get your gift certificates in, is May 27th. So not a lot of time. Once we receive all the payments and we know that we can fully fund and pay for the printing and design work, we have to pay the marketing company to do all the design work, then we're off and running. The grand prize drawing will be September 22nd. That's just about a week after the book expires. We're going to ask people to return their completed books to participating food carts. And it's really the best way that we could find a solution for receiving the completed passport books. So they're small, they're slender, they're skinny. So we'll just ask that you hold on to those passports. And we don't quite have a strategy in place yet for picking those up from you, perhaps maybe on a weekly basis, or you can notify us when you have 3 or more to pick up, and we'll come grab those from you. And then we'll make sure that we have all the completed passports on or before the September 22nd drawing. So thank you for helping us out on that. Once again, we really do have to get the 25 trucks to make this possible. There are quite a few expenses going into this, and those of us that are volunteering our time to pull this together this year, there are 3 of us. We're not expecting to make anything for ourselves on this. Sweet Bay, of course, I think will win because we're obviously going to be in the book. But our goal is to just get the brand out there this year, see how it works. And if it works well, then next year, maybe we'll step it up a notch. Maybe we'll actually bring in the full-fledged look and feel of the passport. I'm just going to grab the McMenamins one real quick here. Here's the McMenamins passport. If you haven't seen it, they charge $30 for this thing. And we purchased one. We love McMenamins. And what it's done for us, we're kind of like, we go to the Edgefield in Troutdale, and we go to 19th Street, etc. But what it's done is it's encouraged us to try new things. I was heading to Portland with my daughter, and I actually couldn't resist stopping at the Corvallis Beaver Nation McMenamins. I had to do it. I needed to get my stamp. I had to get a stamp in my book. So I think that's going to be the power that our passport is going to have as well. I hope it's going to drive traffic to your food cart. Of course, there's no guarantee whatsoever, but you'll have 15,000 passports in circulation. I think that's pretty huge. If we don't hand out 15,000 at the Food Truck Fest, then what we're going to do is take the leftover reserves and we'll divide those up and let you distribute them through your food carts. Once again, those are free. They're absolutely complimentary. And I guess my only worry for Sweet Bay is, gosh, is it going to work too good? Am I going to have to hire more people? One can only hope, right? I guess there's worse problems that we could all experience. Now, I'll just leave with this. Really, this is the first time this has been done that we're aware of. I actually tried to find online any other food truck passports. So your feedback is absolutely critical, even before we launch, before the drop dead date. If you have any questions or concerns, write down below in the comments section. Post them so we can all learn from them. And we've tried to look at all the possibilities of, little snafus or whatnot here and there. And, of course, we aren't able to see them all. But if you think through this and you have some thoughts and some feedback or any questions, just put them down below so everybody can be in the know. At this point, we're all volunteering on this project. We don't have a lot of time for customer service. This is really a collaboration with all of us. Hopefully, it's going to be a great marketing tool for all of us that are participating. The very least, you're going to get a lot of exposure to your brand. And if there's more money left over, we hope to give the Eugene mission a small donation. That's our hopes. And if it goes well next year, when we ramp it up a notch, it'll probably be more geared towards fundraising for the Eugene mission. Super excited about that. And we'll see where this thing goes. Once again, thank you so much for participating. Make sure you get on board with this. First come, first serve. Drop dead date is May 27th. You're going to get those payments over to Kelly Seeley. And if you have any other questions, make them public down below. Once again, thanks again. Bye-bye.